Welcome back, ghouls and horror fans, to my channel. If you don't know who I am ReAnimateHer, your queen of scream. And today's video is my decompression on Calgary Horror Con. As you know, last weekend I was away from Thursday to Sunday, giving my time to the Calgary Horror Con, which is an amazing event that happens every year around Father's Day weekend. And I'm highly suggest that you go and check it out. Whether you are a vendor or somebody who just loves horror, whatever it may be, go and check it out every year. This was the 12th annual Horror Con, and I have been present for a lot of the Horror Cons, but as a team member only the last couple of years. And it's been an amazing opportunity and experience and great memories. A huge shout out to the Calgary Horror Con team. You guys know who you are. You are amazing. I want to tell you guys about some of the experience I had there. This was the first year I took my spawn as a volunteer, and she loved it. There are some pictures in the video that will happen. You guys will see. My spawn had a blast volunteering, and she's usually super shy. So when we got there on Thursday night, I was talking to Christine and Dan. I'm like, yeah, she's super shy. So you may want to put her in a place where, she made me a total liar. She made me a total liar. My spawn was outgoing and hopping around and dancing and just cheering on everything at the Calgary Horror Con, helping people in the ticket booth. And I'm so very proud of her for coming out of her shell. She had a blast at the VIP party, and I guess that's where I'm going to start. This VIP party was a lot of fun. Not only did I get to hang out with Mark Torgl, Karen Cliche, and Alex Arbruster at the VIP party, but I got to hang out with some of my closest friends like Ron, aka a serial killer, my spawn, Monkey Van Meowerton. We definitely had a blast, and this was the first time the spawn has seen any kind of adult live entertainment, and we had several amazing adult entertainers, burlesque entertainers, and they were amazing. We had Betty Kruger. She came out with her hula hoop, and oh my lord, this woman and a hula hoop is amazing. The entertainment that we got, and she was really creepy hot looking. Then we had Persephone Bleeds, and she came out with this handmade amazing Queen of the Damned cosplay. Holy cow. And she did this whole dance, and it was just amazing. And at the end of this, she had a mat out for some blood because it did get quite bloody. The fact that she grabbed this heart in her hands and then bit into it and ate it, it was really awesome scene. Then we had another amazing entertainer. She came out in a octopus costume, and at first everyone was like, what the fuck? And then she blew everybody away, and it was great because she did her burlesque and she stripped right down, but she kept the octopus head on. And what a friggin' time that was. It was definitely a good time. And the spawn, her face, you're gonna see one of the pictures here, she was so blown away. This was her first time seeing anything like this, so she had a blast. And I loved that this was her first experience being around like-minded horror individuals who no judgment. It was such a good friggin' time. And then she got to see 5 Cent Freak Show for the very first time. She's never been old enough to go to the VIP parties, so I could never bring her, and now she is. And she's a huge ICP fan. She's a juggalo. Yes, she is. And so I introduced her to 5 Cent Freak Show at the Calgary Horror Con VIP party, and she fell in love. Seriously in love. She got a picture thanks to Monkey Van Meowerton and a t-shirt with 5 Cent Freak Show, and she got them to sign it. It's just so amazing as a parent to see your child have so much fun and experience something for the first time. And this was a big experience for her, a first time big experience. And it's a memory that I will never forget, and I don't think she will either. So that night was another late night. We went to bed at 1 a.m. Actually, after 1 a.m. I was so exhausted. And then Saturday, the Horror Con began. And I tell you what, a blast. I was running around like with everybody else that's on the Calgary Horror Con team. I met so many amazing people and friends. My horror family just got bigger, and you guys will see some photos coming up that I have met some of my new friends at the Calgary Horror Con. And it was such a fun friggin' time. If you have yet to go to the Calgary Horror Con, or you're just finding out about it, or maybe you're a vendor, you want to sell your wares somewhere, please make sure to check out the Calgary Horror Con. That's Horror-Con.ca. It's an annual horror con ran by Dan in obviously Calgary. So far it's been every Father's Day weekend. Who knows if that's going to change. However, check it out. Check out their Facebook page. You can find them everywhere on Twitter. They even have a Discord you can jump into. It's a great giant horror family. Such a good time. Now on Saturday, my partner in crime, well, my partner in horror crime, I should say, Ron, aka Serial Killer, and myself had the pleasure to sit down with Karen Cliche and Alexander Arbruster from the movie Thanksgiving in our panel, Thanksgiving, What's for Dinner? And we had a blast. There was a lot of great conversation, laughter as well, and a story about the great eye fingering debacle. Yeah, that is a serial killer story. However, on Friday, reverse, on Friday, the celebrities and people who want to go to Banff. They do this Banff trip. So they go from Calgary to Banff, and they show the celebrities around Banff. Most likely a place they have never seen before. And Banff is beautiful, hauntingly beautiful, I should say. And Serial, Alex, and Karen were, I think they were on the gondola when this happened. Anyways, there was hands a-flaring because, you know, everyone talks with their hands. And I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think Serial leaned in for something. And anyway, Karen's finger went, impaled his eyeball. I will tell you right now, he will never let her live that down. It definitely was a great time. We had awesome conversation. If you don't know who Karen Cliche is, she played Kathleen in Thanksgiving. She was the one that was baked in the oven. And Alex Arbruster is the stunt actor extraordinaire. He's been in numerous movies as well as Karen. He did the stunts and the role as John Carver. Yeah, so all those epic kill scenes. He made a common Pilgrim John Carver costume scary as fuck. He did a really good job. Hopefully very soon the panel interview will be up on Calgary Horror Con's YouTube channel. If you haven't checked them out either, please, links are in below for the Calgary Horror Con, and make sure you go follow the YouTube channel. The panels from the 12th annual Calgary Horror Con will be up there along with some other short videos and more fun stuff. So you'll be able to check out the majority of the panels, and I'm fingers crossed that everything went well and you'll be able to check out every panel that happened, because Calgary had numerous panels. And one of the things that I did before I left the Calgary Horror Con on Sunday is I ran around and grabbed a couple of the panel flyers because my name is on it, and I was super excited and so honored. So we have, this is the first set of panels that happened on Saturday, and this amazing poster and artwork is done by Josh, who is another amazing Calgary Horror Con team member. Some information about Josh is down below in the links. But there's me, and there's Serial. So you also have the trauma simulation demo. Mark Torgl, Scott was doing the Daily Dead. Writer for the Daily Dead, sorry, a cut below a celebration of B horror movies, and then Robert Brian Wilson, prom queen Lisa, Alyssa Sutherland, Melting Faces. And then on Sunday you had several more. You had the zombie demo, the Showing the Deadites, which is another one that Serial and I did. You had more Deadites with Cassie, and a ready-made trauma. Unfortunately, Harvey Stevens couldn't make it, but I took these because they're going to get thrown out anyway, and I needed to have my memorabilia. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know you know. Now, the second panel, like I said, from that, we had the great pleasure of sitting down with Pablo and Kelly, who were played by Ray Santiago and Dana DeLorenzo. And my partner in crime, serial killer, had a great story, and we call it the Great Cake Fiasco of Calgary Horror Con. And you might be wondering, what the hell is the Great Cake Fiasco? So this is what happened. Ray Santiago's birthday was on Saturday during the Horror-Con. Dan, the man, decided he wanted to get a birthday cake for Ray, and he tasked Serial with the job to go and get a birthday cake. So Serial drives on down to the grocery store, grabs himself one cake, but then it's like, you know what? We may need more than one cake. Grabs a total of 3 cakes. 2 cakes. One was like a strawberry shortcake kind of deal, and the other one was a Black Forest cake, which... Lord, is my favorite. Anyways, the most important cake was the chocolate cake that had Happy Birthday Ray on it. And as Serial is driving back, getting all ready to, you know, do this panel with me, some lady who doesn't know how to drive basically almost hits Serial and his truck. And Serial, being the great driver that he is, he realizes it, slams on his brakes, and boom, cake everywhere. Yeah, cake everywhere. But the cake that was the most important actually did not get hurt. It was the Happy Birthday Ray cake. It's like El Jefe was staring down upon us and said, we got to protect Pablo's cake. And it happened. So our panel kicks off without a hitch. It was great. And Dan, the man, brings out the birthday cake for Ray Santiago. So myself, Serial, and the entire panel, which was huge audience, all saying happy birthday to Ray Santiago. I mean, tell me when that's going to happen again. We got to sing happy birthday to a celebrity on a panel. I mean, that is a memory in itself, and it's so awesome. And Ray, being such an awesome human, he decides to, you know, say thank you for the birthday cake, and then he slams his entire face, like full on, into his birthday cake, as you can see here. And he sat there for about 40 minutes in this panel with us, chit-chatting about Pablo, about Kelly, about Evil Dead, Ash versus Evil Dead, not ass. Oh my Lord. And he was such a good sport. He did not wipe the cake off of his face until after the fact. Yeah, 40 or so minutes with cake on his face. That interview, hopefully, fingers up, will be up shortly on the Calgary Horror Con YouTube channel. It was such a great time. There were tons of memories being made this weekend, and anything that I can take away from the Calgary Horror Con are the memories. I have so many amazing memories that it's so worth the experience. And this 12th annual Calgary Horror Con was huge with memories and firsts, and it was awesome. I'm going to show you some of the cool things that I picked up there. Serial killer actually ran and picked up the Thanksgiving John Carver NECA figure for me, because I wasn't going to be able to make it there in time. And I had Karen and Alex sign this, and I'm super awesome excited about it, because now I have a John Carver signed, and yes, it's going into my horror collection, obviously. Another cool thing that I want to shout out and tell you guys about is Absolute Underground. Absolute Underground is based in Calgary. They have this is the 24th annual magazine for Absolute Underground, and you can find them over on Facebook. Every year I get to hang out with everybody there, and it's just an awesome, good time. It has articles in it, most of the time local, but also around Canada, and interviews and so much more are in it. And it's a really great read. I literally take one of these every year that I go to the Calgary Horror Con. It's like my collection. I should actually show my collection of the Absolute Underground magazines. And it was established in 2004. So definitely, if you have a chance, go check them out over on Facebook. Again, links will be down below. I also had the amazing pleasure to work with a video crew. So basically, a crew came in to record our panels and do some interviews, and I was the interviewer, and it was great. I walked around and we had a blast. I got to interview and hang out with Mark Torgl. If you don't know who Mark Torgl is, he played Melvin Junko in The Toxic Avenger, and it was the 40th anniversary of The Toxic Avenger. I love Mark Torgl. He was so nice. Not only did I get to hang out with him, but he was so nice and brought me a coffee on Saturday morning. Yeah, brought me a coffee on Saturday morning. And I mean, that is super sweet, and I will always remember that. Mark, thank you for the amazing memories. I not only got my picture taken, but I also got a beautiful autograph, which is awesome, with Melvin, which is great. And I love that Cat is my mop star. Like, what? Thank you so much, Mark. It was a great time hanging out with Mark. And I also got to meet Handsome Billy, you know, from Silent Night, Deadly Night, played by Robert Brian Wilson. Oh my God, such a great guy. He had such a horrific time getting to the Calgary Horror Con by missing his flight, and it was just all craziness that happened for him. But he was really nice to meet. I got my axe signed by Robert. Hold on, let me grab that. I wasn't ready for this. You'd think I would have had everything ready. What kind of professional content creator am I? This is my axe from Silent Night, Deadly Night. Dan, I thank you again for this axe. And it was signed by Robert Brian Wilson. And of course, it's going into my friggin' collection. I made a holder specifically for this axe, because this is my first axe. Now, I do have a machete, but that's over with my Jason stuff. But yeah, this is so fucking cool. And he gave me a picture. I got to pick a picture, and this is, I picked it because one, it's beautiful colors, and it's purple, and that's him right there. A very young Robert Brian Wilson. It was such a good time at the Calgary Horror Con. I'm sure I'm missing some things. I don't have a script for this, so I'm sure I'm missing some of the epic stuff. I do have to give a shout out to Monkey Van Meowerton. Thank you so much for the weekend. I drove up with Monkey and my spawn, so we drove up Thursday night, and it was a ton of fun. It's always fun when you hang out with your friends, and you know, She Kratos, Basement Cat, a serial killer, Monkey Van Meowerton, myself and my spawn. We got to hang out together as a whole for the first time. That was the first time we all got to hang out, because last year it was just me and She Kratos and serial killer. Basement Cat and Monkey couldn't make it. Now this year it was a group of us, and it was so great to share these experiences with our friends and make our horror family even bigger. So I'm very grateful and thankful to everybody who makes the Calgary Horror Con a thing. Memories are so important and so much a part of human history, and to be able to make them with friends is just amazing. It really is. It means a lot to me to have my friends with me, to hang out, discuss horror, just do everything fun. Again, a huge shout out to the Calgary Horror Con team, and the main team did an amazing job, and that is Dan, Christine, Michelle, Michael, Josh, serial killer, myself, Katrina. You guys are so awesome. Oh, and Mandy as well. I know I'm forgetting some people, but you guys are awesome, and thank you for making it such a great time, sharing your passion and your dedication and your devotion to horror. It's really amazing, and I am so looking forward to the 13th. Yeah, you heard that right. It's the 13th annual Horror Con in 2025, and 13. I mean, you see, I'm wearing my Jason, even my socks are Jason Voorhees. So, I mean, come on, 13th annual Horror Con. It's got to be all about Friday the 13th. Anyways, that's just my hope, my wet dream. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you enjoy the little short video that I'm adding to the end of this video, which is my memories of the Calgary Horror Con. And I hope you enjoy all of the images that we have as well. Thank you all for watching this video. Share with your friends. And I hope to see you next time at the Calgary Horror Con. Until next time, my creepies, I will slash you all later. Bye. Home.